Hello and welcome. This is Craig Milbourne here, Director and Founder of ComsPoint Recruitment Solutions, Management Consulting Recruitment Specialist and Social Media for Recruitment Specialist as well. This is just a quick analysis of a section of the marketplace in which I provide marketing solutions services and recruitment services as well, which is in the marketing space, in particular digital media marketing around agencies and consultancies. So I've conducted an analysis into online presence with Twitter across these companies, and I'll share those findings with you now. So before we quickly dive into the insight into the top 100 UK digital marketing agencies and their usage of Twitter as a form of social media communication, I just want to explain a little bit more about the relevance of what Twitter actually means and how it operates. So if you've not heard of this before, there's something known as a TFF ratio, which is the Twitter follower friend ratio, and that's basically the ratio of your followers to friends or people who you follow. And the higher the ratio, the more Twitter heat you pack, so to speak. So if you're following, say, 1,000 people, but less than 1,000 are following you back, then basically that's quite a low ratio, and therefore it appears that you're seeking knowledge and more Twitter friends, but not getting much love in return. So basically that's quite a low ratio. At 2,000 followings, Twitter does impose restrictions and limits, and if you try and grow too aggressively beyond that point, then your account can be suspended. So a lot of people and advocates of Twitter would say around a ratio of 1.0, i.e. the same amount of followings compared to followers, is a good ratio because it means that you're sharing knowledge and you're being listened to, as well as that you're listening to other people as well. So lots of people like to see that kind of a ratio because you're contributing as well as receiving. A ratio of around 2.0 above, so that could be you have, say, you're following 1,000 people and 2,000 are following you in return. That would indicate that you're a very popular person and that what you've got to say, people are standing up, listening to and taking notice of that. So you don't necessarily need to follow people for them to follow you. So when you have that kind of ratio, you could be considered a thought leader in your community, but only if you have at the same time a decent size list or following. A ratio of 10 or higher indicates that basically you're a rock star in your field, or you an elitist. So, you know, somebody like James Caan, 30,000 followers, might only be following 1,000, something like that. Clearly, there's an exponential ratio in favor of followers compared to following. So that in Twitter terms is rock star status. I mean, ideally that's where you want to be because that is very influential position to be in, and it's often seen by celebrities, high profile individuals and people and businesses. So in terms of what my personal opinion is on this, depending on the industry and community you are in and whether you are a personal brand in your area or a company brand, I would say somebody with around 10,000 followers is a massive influencer, basically celebrity status in your field, an A-lister within your niche. Around 5,000 followers, definitely a leading influencer. And that's a lot of people following you, so you send out a tweet and there's a lot of people receiving that. I'd say personally, and these again are just personal opinions, 1,000 followers. Clearly people are interested in what you are doing and what you're saying, so that is a good, credible level of followers, considering, you know, most people on Twitter will probably never have more than 200. If you have around 500 followers, it's fairly mediocre, but clearly you're doing something right in order for 500 individuals to engage with you separately. And if you're around 100 to 200, you're basically an average Joe. Less than 100, virtually no presence whatsoever. I mean, what are you doing? There's no excuses. Twitter's free. And just to sort of back up the relevance and importance of using such a free service, basically Twitter is a micro blogging site. It is the SMS of the internet. Because of that, it's got 200 million users, taking about 90 million tweets per day through their through their profiles, and that grew at around a 320% in 2010 alone. So Twitter's going through the roof. It's astronomical. Anybody who thinks it's not being used or it's lost its appeal, think again. You can use it for advertising jobs, links to adverts, publications, events, all kinds of things to syndicate your social media. You can target competitors and industry groups to build targeted followers automatically, and it's probably the quickest social media form of which to grow your lists and followers. I mean, you can grow thousands in just a matter of weeks when you know how. I've recently only started growing my list myself, and it's about 800 after 2 weeks. So, you know, there's proof there if you take a look at my profile. So it's the fastest social media form of growing contacts and lists in your niche currently. And you can also automate your welcome message and information feeds as well. So if anybody that follows you, if you automate a welcome message, it means instantly you can get your message across, whether that's taking somebody to your blog, your company website, another page, a Facebook page, wherever it is you want to direct your traffic. You have an opportunity to do that automatically as soon as somebody follows you on Twitter. So if you're following 2,000 people, 700 follow you back because on average 30% do, then that's potentially 600 people that you can get your message directly to their inbox, which is great. It's powerful stuff. So now for the insight.